Devotionals with Pastor Scott. Hello and welcome to another morning of Couch Devotionals with Pastor Scott. Today we are in week 2, Couch Devotional number 7 of this series. We are going to be looking at Exodus chapter 7, verses 14 to the end of the chapter. This is what I consider to be the first official plague within the book of Exodus, and we see how all that reacts. So we'll read through it, talk about it a little bit, and then leave a question for you at the end. Then the Lord said to Moses, Pharaoh's heart is hardened. He refuses to let the people go. Go to Pharaoh in the morning as he is going out to the water. Stand by at the riverbank to meet him, and take him in your hand, the staff that was turned into a snake. Say to him, the Lord, the God of the Hebrews, sent me to you to say, let my people go, so that they may worship me in the wilderness. But until now you have not listened. Thus says the Lord, by this you shall know that I am the Lord. See, with the staff that is in my hand, I will strike the water that is in the Nile, and it shall be turned to blood. The fish in the river shall die, and the river itself shall stink, and the Egyptians shall be unable to drink from the Nile. The Lord said to Moses, say to Aaron, take your staff and stretch out your hand over the waters of Egypt. Cover its rivers, its canals, and its ponds, and all of its pools of water, so that they may become blood, and that there shall be blood throughout the whole land of Egypt, even in the vessels of wood and in the vessels of stone. Moses and Aaron did just as the Lord commanded in the sight of Pharaoh and all his officials. He lifted up his staff and struck the water in the river, and all the water in the river was turned into blood, and the fish in the river died. The river stank so that the Egyptians could not drink its water, and there was blood throughout the whole land of Egypt. But the magicians of Egypt did the same by their secret arts. So Pharaoh's heart remained hardened, and he would not listen to them, as the Lord had said. Pharaoh turned and went to his house, and he did not take even this to heart. And all the Egyptians had to dig along the Nile for water to drink, for they could not drink the water of the river. 7 days passed after the Lord struck the Nile. So, our topic for today is judgment. And within this passage here, we see arguably the first or second time, you can make a case either way, where the Lord, where God is making this judgment against Pharaoh and actually kind of delivering a punishment to Pharaoh and the Egyptians for the enslavement of the Hebrew people. And I bring this up because having the water turned to blood was something that now impacted everyone. It's something that everyone had to deal with now. This wasn't just Pharaoh that had to deal with this. This was everyone now. It wasn't merely, oh, this is against Pharaoh. No, this is against all of Egypt. Everyone is suffering now because of this, because of your actions, Pharaoh's actions. And judgment can make that kind of habit, if you will, or kind of make that reaction, right? When we judge and make someone else into the bad person or the good person, we kind of make that line within their lives that there is, as a result of this judgment, there is a good and a bad. And I just want us to think about judgment a little bit today. And our question for the day then is, how has a judgment made against you been harmful? And when we have made a judgment against another, how has that been harmful? And how has a judgment made against you been good? And how has a judgment you made against someone else been good? And just think about the role that judgment plays in our lives, because judgment really is something that we do every day, but we don't really think about in terms of its implications, the results of the judgment we don't think about, and its impact on a whole community we don't think about too often. So that's what we're going to talk about and think about today within our question. This has been Couch Devotionals with Pastor Scott. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Couch Devotionals with Pastor Scott.